Get ready for a taste of world-class opera right here in Charleston. On this week's Spotlight Music Series, we are happy to be joined by Harold Mears, Executive Artistic Director of the Charleston Opera Theater, and Shannon Jennings, who will be singing the lead role in their upcoming production of La Boheme. We are so happy to have you both with us today.
Great to be back with you.
There's been a lot of talk about this production. This is a big deal, so give us a little backstory about what La Boheme is all about.
It's a big deal for a couple reasons. One, it's La Boheme, which is like one of the most beloved operas in the entire canon, but it's also our first official production as partners with the Charleston Symphony. So it's very exciting all the way around. You know, La Boheme is one of those productions. It's got these universal themes that everybody can relate to. It's about friendship and youth and love and loss and death. So it kind of warms your heart and breaks your heart all in the same evening. And it's also probably for people that have never seen an opera before. It's like, you know, it's the perfect opera to jump into.
It caters to everybody.
Yeah.
And now I would ask you what drew you to this production, but I mean, I feel like you already answered it. I mean, this production itself really is so incredible. But something that's unique about this is there is quite the cast size.
Yes, so we're very excited. We have over 112 performers associated with this production between the symphony, our chorus of 36 or 38, and we have a children's chorus, the Palmetto Youth Choir. So 15 people there, and we have an onstage marching band, and so 112, and you know, 90% of those are local people.
Yeah.
So you know, we have our amazing guest artists from out of town, but yes, it really reaches out all aspects of the community.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Shannon, tell us about yourself.
So I'm originally from Orlando, Florida. This is my first time singing in Charleston. So excited to be here.
Oh, welcome.
Well, thank you very much. But so the role of Mimi is one that's been with me for 10 years now. This is my 5th time getting to sing the role, and I'm just so happy to be here. The cast sounds phenomenal, and of all ages in this group. You know, it's really cool to hear that come together.
And tell us about Mimi.
Mimi is an interesting gal, you know, so we're talking about the 1830s to 50s, kind of depending on what you do in the production, but she is someone who is not as fancy as a courtesan, but still does that kind of work with men, but she can choose to do that, either that or menial work such as being a seamstress, and lately she's been choosing to be a seamstress, and she falls in love with this poet. She sees all these bohemians and she considers herself one of these bohemians, and so she has this beautiful love story of honesty, of being genuine with this person instead of working for affections.
Yeah. And Shannon, I have to ask you, with this being your 5th time being Mimi, do you feel like you've kind of mastered her, or is there anything that you're adding to this approach?
It's never a mastery. It is always a constant journey with it. You know, then I feel like that's just the journey of being an opera singer. But there's certainly an air of familiarity and joy of returning to a piece that you know so well. The more you do it, the more you get to play with the character. And of course, every cast that you're in, the people are different. So you're going to interact differently with them. So, you know, my Rodolfo in this is different from any of the other 4 that I worked with, and so it's a new energy.
Yeah, that's very special. And we'll actually get to hear Mimi after the break. So what song will we be hearing today?
We're hearing some of the first act aria, I think is what we decided. Si mi chiamano Mimi. It's when she's talking to Rodolfo and he said, hey, tell me about yourself, and so she does.
Yeah. Well, we can't wait to hear it. La Boheme, it's November 22nd and the 24th. How are tickets looking?
Well, I would say don't wait, because we're expecting it to sell out, and so if you have the intention of coming, I would jump on our website and grab them now.
Yeah, absolutely. And worst possible case scenario, if you can't make it, there is an upcoming show in April, but you're gonna have to wait until April. CharlestonOperaTheater.org is where you can go for tickets, and also the full schedule, all the great information. And after the break, we'll be back with a beautiful song from La Boheme. Harold, Shannon, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We're back in 2 minutes.